Next on Midday, the plot thickens as the mystery surrounding the missing Malaysian airliner remains unsolved right now. The latest on the search efforts. Plus, a billboard along Interstate 55 is causing controversy, why one Chicago reverend is now demanding for it to be taken down. And the St. Patrick's Day preparations are underway across the capital city right now. A preview of the parade and other fun events going on this weekend. This is Midday. Your local news starts right now.
You're watching ABC News Channel 20, Midday, with Natalie Sparacio and meteorologist Joe Crane. This is ABC News Channel 20, Midday.
Good Friday morning, and thanks so much for joining us on Midday. I'm Natalie Sparacio. Almost a week after the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, now the search area may be growing even larger. New information may put the plane over the Indian Ocean, well away from the Gulf of Thailand. Andrew Spencer has the very latest on the search efforts.
A U.S. official tells... I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
In news here at home, tax day is looming and more than 2.3 million Illinois taxpayers have already filed their income tax returns. More than half are getting returns. According to the Illinois Department of Revenue, $524 million has been paid out in refunds so far. Department officials say most of the early tax filings are coming in electronically. Working families and senior citizens can obtain free tax filing help at hundreds of locations in Illinois communities. Taxpayers with refunds coming can request direct deposit, a paper check, or a Chase debit card. Happening now, young Americans are facing the toughest job market on record. Only 26% of teenagers ages 16 to 19 had a job in 2011. That's according to a Brookings Institution study. That's down from 45% back in 2000. The study blames the trends partly on the education system. The report's co-author says high schools should better prepare students for college coursework and that other forms of job training need to be made available. To the State House now, helping businesses in areas hit hard by unemployment. That's the goal of new legislation out this week. State Representative Bill Mitchell is proposing two tax credits for local businesses now. One is a tax deduction for a portion of workers' compensation costs. Another, a reimbursement for part of a local business's state income tax. The tax credits would be for the counties struggling economically, not places like Cook County, which Mitchell says employers already flock to.
Why would you subsidize companies that are going to locate there anyway? And so when you have persistently high areas of unemployment in this state, my home county being one of them, how do we address that problem?
Mitchell says the legislation would help 10 struggling counties in our state, including Macon and Vermilion counties. Also new, according to the Commerce Department, retail sales rose 0.3% to more than $427 billion in February from the previous month. Retail sales are considered to be a key indicator of economic health. Consumer spending accounts for more than 2/3 of the economy. Happening now, a billboard showing what appears to be an assault weapon has stirred up some controversy in Chicago. Now a local clergyman says it makes Chicago seem gun-friendly, and that's not how he wants to define the city. The billboard is located just east of the central exit off of Interstate 55 when you're driving up north. It shows an American flag, a Christianity symbol, and the Statue of Liberty. The sign is called Pure American, with photos of a baseball glove, apple pie, and an assault-type rifle. A reverend is now calling on the owner of the billboard, Lamar Advertising, to remove it.
They have a choice to say we do or do not want this kind of advertisement on our billboards. And so we're hoping the public opinion is going to let them know this is really not something you want to take money for.
Lamar Advertising could not be reached for comment. Slide Fire, a Texas-based firearms parts manufacturer that bought the ad, says it deliberately chose President Barack Obama's hometown because of the city's crime rate and restrictive gun laws. And much lighter news this morning, and also new, it's been one of the largest celebrations in Springfield for 30 years now. We're talking about the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Organizers are expecting record numbers this year. 110 nonprofit organizations, private businesses, and politicians in Sangamon County will participate in this year's big event. There will be more than 100 floats, and the most creative float will win a $300 prize. Downtown Springfield Inc. is entering their float for the third year in a row. Their volunteers are creating something that matches up perfectly with this year's theme.
The theme is Rock the Blarney, so we are going with a pink Cadillac float. And so we flat painted it pink, and now we're going through today and doing the detail work, the highlights and the shadows, just trying to make it pop, make it look like an actual Cadillac rather than a big pink submarine going down the street.
DSI has won the competition the last 2 years in a row, and they take their St. Patty's Day float pretty seriously. They have a volunteer artist working from Free Sky Studios helping them out. The volunteers say they expect this project to take 16 hours. Good luck to everybody. Have fun and, of course, be safe. And Joe, everybody's wondering, how is the weather shaping up for the parade?
Well, I will have a special St. Patrick's Day parade forecast coming up in just a little bit here on midday. Meantime, let's focus on the here and now as we take a live look across the capital city. All the details in your forecast coming up a little bit later here on midday.
Sounds great. Thanks so much, Joe. Well, St. Patrick's Catholic School is getting in the holiday spirit. We'll have a preview of tonight's big Blarney Bash. And you may have heard today's Pie Day, and it's not just an excuse to eat pie, even though Joe and I already had a piece in the newsroom today. We'll take a look into the history behind it all when we come back. Joe, I don't know what I'm more excited about right now, the beautiful weather outside or the fact that there's a Chihuahua dachshund in studio that's adorable.
I think the Chihuahua dachshund in the studio
so
that we'll
too.
visit with here in just a little bit, of course.
Welcome back. We're with Jim Weekly from the Sangamon County Animal Control. He brought along Rocco. He is such a sweetheart. Tell us all about his story.
He came into our facility about a week ago. He's about 5 years old. He's already neutered and been heartworm tested, everything. Everything's ready to go. It'd be $75.
And he's such a great size. He's not too small, not too big, and he's so friendly. When I just walked up to him and talked to him, he was smiling and jumping up, so he's very happy-go-lucky and
Yes,
sweet.
he is.
And can you tell us, this breed, is this good for families? Is it good for kids?
It seems like he's great with kids and everything, really loves people and wants to sit on your lap all the time.
He
so,
does.
yeah.
He's a lover, and it's such a pretty coat, too. It's such a pretty color, not something you normally see.
No.
And it's interesting to see these different breeds, too. You know, my dog Hamilton James is a Chihuahua Terrier, and him being this type of mix, these are just unusual because you don't see these kind of dogs just walking around outside.
No, no.
So if somebody would like to adopt him, what's the phone number to call?
535-3065, and we're at 2100 Shale Road.
And you're saying that you guys have been getting a lot of small dogs lately,
Yeah,
huh?
we're starting to see a lot more small dogs come into our facility again, and you know, the larger ones are coming in too. Since the weather's breaking,
That's
and
too
they're
bad.
starting to run loose again. I'm
So
sorry
this is
to say.
the time. If you want to adopt a dog, get them a forever home. Sweet dogs like Rocco are looking for a family like you. Thank you so much for bringing him in this morning.
Thank you.
He's so sweet. We'll be right back.